shit and blah blah blah. He's like, hey man, maybe it's meant for a reason.
Always thought of it like that, bro. You really fucked up.
Like, I can't get rid of this thing.
Life was easy. Fuck out my face.
Yeah, it was. I expect you to do the bare minimum, because then what's the point?
True. To do that, I went and got one from the aisle, you dumb fuck.
And shut the fuck up and lay low.
You're female, like you could work your charms in certain situations that I wouldn't be able to. You know how much free shit you gotten? She once said word to mama, shit. Oh, got him. We understand it's gonna bother you. Some of us went through it. Some of us are gonna go through it. Well, we wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to go that deep with you. You don't really know what you want to share with my heart.
No, look cock. Send hook, send cock.
I do not agree with these guys. Word.
Get the fuck out of here and do a Sunday post.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here, asshole.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't you come back.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's fucking Friday night, and you know what that means, the Toe in the Show. What's going on, Normal Guy? I'm trying to figure out what you out here watching, Normal Guy, because we ain't got the conference finals today, because yesterday was the game, right? Yeah, so the next game 7 is Saturday, tomorrow. I don't know what you out here watching. You out here watching us. Appreciate you, brother. The crazy shit is that I turned off SmackDown. I might turn it back on though. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot SmackDown's on. Yeah, so the crazy shit is Hutch is coming on in a few. He'll be here in a few. He hit me up saying that he just got home. He's getting something to eat. Oh, I was talking about Hutch, and here goes Show. Son of a bitch. See, he's muted. He can't even complain.
I gotta show up before Coach show up. Steal my shine. Let me get here. Let me talk about my BB and the Giants fan without being interrupted. And then when he gets here, you can fuck it up.
Well, Hutch is on his way.
Okay, so let's talk about the Giants. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
Well, the funny thing is, I was sitting in my chair right here, everything, watching YouTube. I found the most boringest fucking clip I could ever see, and it was about like jack lifts that you can put in your garage and you know, you could lift up your car about 36 inches, whatever. You know, because I'm into shit like that. And these guys are installing it, and I'm out cold. I am out cold. And all I hear is my fucking, hey, yo. That's my ringtone for the text message. And I wake up, and I look, it's 8:50. It's 8:59. I'm like, oh, shit. Hutch. Yo, I just got home. I'm getting something to eat. I'll be on in a few. I said, my nigga, you just woke me up, bro. The same shit happened yesterday where I fell asleep in the living room and I came on late. I was right here like this. I was looking like Show the other day.
You gotta start putting an alarm. You fucking up.
Shit.
You falling asleep after work now.
I'm falling asleep before work, during work, after work. Before the podcast, during the podcast, after the podcast.
I was gonna say the same shit. I was gonna say you probably a zombie at work.
And I still ain't getting no motherfucking sleep.
This one. Yo, he's always sleeping and doesn't get sleep. I don't understand. I'm trying to get sleep. I'm not sleeping.
My body's just turning off on me.
Destruct.
Word.
If you ain't gonna
Oh,
do it, let me do it.
So where you at?
On my way home.
Okay. And you on your phone already, right? All right. We're gonna do something together. Oh, see, look. The minute I'm about to say something, his sir, you with me, show, or you just stop moving? Nope. You froze. There you go. Man, I'm about to say something. My man's service started fucking around. That's how I know this man don't want none of this. But we'll see when the show gets his service back. If he's down for some shit. Yeah, man, I just did a fucking. See? There you go.
What you did to my shit, man?
I was gonna tell you to do something. I was gonna tell you to do something nice, but every time I was gonna tell you to do something, you freeze on me. Yeah, you see 3P show now. I can't make out the words. Some guy said after that Spurs game, I fell dead asleep. I feel that. So now it's Big Hobbs and Damian Priest, who ain't got no wristbands, looking weird. In the tag team match against the MFTs. Damian Priest does look weird with his gear on now. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait until the show get back. But yeah, is he? He's not even here. What the fuck is going on? Move and replay. All right. I don't know what happened to show shit. On my screen, it looked like he was frozen, but in real life, he was disappeared. He ain't in the waiting room or nothing. It's always some shit with us. But yeah, man, it's Friday. What up, normal guy? How was your week? This is the problem with being an adult. You try to do something, you gotta worry about the rest of your life, and you wind up wasting more of your life trying to get to the end of your life and just all that other bullshit. The ghost of Diddy messing with show Wi-Fi. Word, they putting too much baby oil on the Wi-Fi, and it's not getting no signal. It's slipping in and out of signal. The week was alright. The week was kind of slow. That's always good. You know, I mean, nothing really new happened, Mr. Normal Guy. The shit, me and Hutch was gonna talk about the MAGA shit. I don't want to say nothing now because I don't want to get in. I want to have that conversation start from the beginning when he gets here. And if you're wondering what I mean, I got the chocolate chip cookies from Subway. I bought them for lunch. Never got to them. I'm eating them now. Fuck it. But yeah, shit, I don't even know what the fuck I want to talk about right now. I'm kind of brain dead. I had a little project, a little side mission that we was gonna go on with show. He left. Had a little conversation we were gonna do with Hutch. He not here. The show still have Ray's cheeseburger? Nah, he ain't never had Ray's cheeseburger. He keep telling me he gonna give him a cheeseburger, but he ain't never had him. When we went back the second time last year, they ran out of burgers when we got there. I think Joe thinks that if he always owes Ray a cheeseburger, Ray's always gonna show up to the party. That's what I think is gonna happen. And so far, Ray has been showing up looking for that cheeseburger. I don't know how many times Ray gonna keep showing up. I don't know how many times Ray gonna keep showing up. Shit. But it's funny because I'm not even a cheeseburger fan. I don't like cheese on my burgers. We go to Five Guys, ask for a regular burger, and they look at me like I'm crazy because I just want A1 sauce and ketchup. And I'm sitting there like, I don't understand how you look at somebody's order and it's simple and you look at them weird, but then you get that crazy order and you're like, yeah, this is what we're talking about. Like, what? You don't need to put everything on it to fucking make it to make something taste good. Yeah. The WWE gonna end before Ray gets that burger. Yo, with the way they've been going, I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, WWE's always been shown time and time again they're too big to fail. They have too many avenues. Too many people that are interested in it to fail. And one of the reasons WCW fails because of AOL. See where Show he has too many excuses to not give Ray a cheeseburger. So what's your best burger then, Doma guy? If you had to make a burger, what would be your favorite burger? Because to me, unless somebody's gonna make like their own patty, and they make the patty like with some good seasoning, I love those Bubba burgers. What up, John? What up, Janelle? I like those Bubba burgers. You ever had Bubba burgers? You throw them shits in the fucking air fryer or in the pan on the grill or whatever. They good, man. I love some Bubba burgers. You get if Boar's Head hot dog, you get some Boar's Head hot dogs. They taste just like the Nathan's hot dogs that you get from the actual Nathan's restaurant. What up, Hutch?
Yo, what up, Dope?
Show was here. He's like, I had to show up before Hutch was here so I could say that I'm a Giants fan.
I don't see him.
He left because I was like, yo, Show, let's do something real quick. And then all I heard, bleep, bleep, and he left. He got scared.
Yeah.
Word. I was gonna see how smooth show was.
Yo, what up,
Nope.
normal guy?
We was talking about Ray's Cheeseburger.
I'm sorry, who?
Ray's Cheeseburger.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like WWE gonna go out of business before Ray gets his cheeseburger from show. Wait.
Shit, at this time.
Yeah. Wait, why is R-Truth out here helping Hobbs and Damian Priest when R-Truth is one half of the tag team champions?
Is it a one-on-one between Hobbs and Damien?
No, it's a tag team match. I think for the tag team titles with Hobbs and Damian, but R-Truth and Damian are the tag team champions.
Oh, so you think?
Well, they just lost. I don't know if they lost the titles. And somebody lost their phone.
They probably did.
No, they did. You just said new. But
I mean, said womp womp womp.
yeah.
So the WWE's gonna do what they do, and then they're gonna mesh up another team together.
Oh,
it's like, hey, let's put up a brolic black man with a Puerto Rican.
word. Oh, it wasn't for the title, apparently.
Man. Truthfully, WWE can go eat a dick.
Yeah, at this point with this bullshit. Because I was saying yesterday how, and I don't know if you saw the short, but how if they were gonna hire Vince, it would have to be for some business agreement or him to get some kind of investor or some company or the Saudis to work with the WWE, and not for him to run the story, because ain't nothing changed. If they wanted somebody to make a better story, you hire Eric Bischoff or Paul Heyman.
They got Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but if you're gonna hire somebody for the storytelling or to make better stories, you would hire one of those super guys because they've shown that they can do it better than Vince. But if you're gonna hire Vince, it's got to be because of some kind of business arrangement. Because Vince was a better businessman than Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman.
I want to say yes and no.
I mean, he did technically buy one of them and just outlasted the other one.
Well, he bought the company under his father's feet. That's one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the only reason why WCW actually collapsed was because when Billionaire Ted sold the company didn't believe in Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, AOL didn't want wrestling.
No, they wanted sports entertainment. Very similar to what now is going on in WWE. TOK don't give a shit about wrestling. They want sports entertainment, but they hire people who don't know how to write for sports entertainment. Like, I can say all that shit I want to say about Triple H, but if the last 3 years TOK has been involved in changing storylines, I can't put it all on Triple H.
I mean, I can, but and TKO, you've been calling it TOK.
TKO, TOK, whatever the fuck they want to be called, fuck them.
But I mean, it doesn't. No, TKA used to do the fucking freestyle music. I was about to say, you start talking about my freestyle music, we're gonna have a problem, Hulk.
All right, listen. After they were there, they were known as K7, okay? Swing, baby. Swing, batter, swing.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can feel what I am feeling, then the truth is just believing you're my
diamond girl.
And when music was real. Shit.
Well, I mean, if the stories that we've heard are true, that TK or whatever has been involving themselves in storylines going back 3 years. Ever since The Rock showed up as the final boss, was what, 3 years ago? They've been fucking shit up.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, how do you fuck up John Cena turning heel?
How do you fuck up having Roman Reigns as your original tribal chief, OTC?
Yeah. How do you fuck up Jay after he's been yeeting for 20 minutes every day?
How do you fuck up Drew McIntyre losing to Cody Rhodes every time?
Yeah. I mean, it's Drew McIntyre.
Say what you want, but Drew McIntyre can go.
He can go home. No, the problem is dry ass Drew. This is what I was saying yesterday, Hutch, where people forget, like, wrestling isn't only about being able to technically do stuff in a ring. You know what I'm saying? Where you have to give that con and make people believe that shit.
I mean, I feel you, but let's not forget. Remember, I think it was last year, that horrible pay-per-view, and the only good match was McIntyre versus Sheamus.
But yeah, because Sheamus is a hell of a wrestler.
Look, let's get. I like Sheamus, but it takes two to tango.
Yeah, the ref did a hell of a job.
Just because you don't like McIntyre wearing a kilt.
No, yeah. The thing is, yeah, but the thing is, though, it's like that's the issue with McIntyre, and that's the issue with most of the champions that they have that aren't their favorites. They did not put him with the right dance partner. Drew McIntyre is about twice the size of fucking Cody Rhodes. I don't know how Cody Rhodes is surviving any of these matches.
He's twice the size of fucking CM Punk.
Yeah. And he's getting his ass kicked by all these little people.
Like, look, don't get me wrong. We all know the story of David versus Goliath. Right, but that happens once in the fucking blue moon.
Yeah.
If anybody out there actually believes that Rey Mysterio can beat Kevin Nash and The Big Show, you're fucking delusional.
Well, hold on now. You talking about Rey Mysterio?
I love Ray.
I think Ray beat him in a real fight. 2-on-1. One hand tied behind his back. One hand glued to his wife's butt, and the other hand tied behind his back, and he'll kick the shit out of Big Show.
Bro, it's like, yo,
no, but yeah.
Like, come on now.
But that's the thing that I was saying, how yeah, you may be able to technically do some of the moves in the ring, but since you're not connecting with the fans and you're not making this con believable, and we're not with you in this story that you're telling, we're not emotionally invested, you're not a good wrestler. It's like, believe it or not, Hutch, when it comes to good wrestlers, I put it in the category Hulk Hogan, Goldberg. I put them in there as good wrestlers because technically the fact that Goldberg could come out and make you believe that this man can mow down anybody in a matter of seconds, and he's like almost undefeatable. Like it takes a fucking freight train for somebody to believe him, to beat you, makes you a phenomenal wrestler. To be honest, and also the fact that let's face it, the Undertaker was pretty much in the background of all of the Attitude Era, but what made him a phenom was when they started going, this dude is undefeated at WrestleMania. And then they started showing that it takes something extra to beat him and no one can beat him. And that's when people were like, okay, I'm invested in this. And the way that they performed those matches and the stories of the whole "I'm trying to beat you for the WrestleMania," then made Undertaker. Then it showed Undertaker's ability to be a wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, Drew had a good match with Sheamus, but every other match that he had nothing there. It wasn't like he moves too fucking slow. Like whatever he's trying to do to connect, it throws people off. And I'm not gonna lie to you, whenever Cody wrestles somebody, it throws me out the fucking the show too. It's not just
All right, so look at the common denominator. It's not Drew McIntyre, it's Cody Rhodes.
but it's also CM Punk. It's his opponents. Because let's face it, if Hulk Hogan had that storyline with One Man Gang and not Andre the Giant, WrestleMania 3 wouldn't have been as big. But like you say, it takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying?
Not for nothing. You know, excuse me, people. I'm actually. I just got home, so I'm also eating.
No, yeah.
WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre kicked Brock Lesnar out the ring. Oh, they're going to have a feud. Brock Lesnar's a big dude. Drew's a big dude. Goes nowhere.
What was that last part you said?
It went nowhere.
Yeah.
Drew hit him with a Claymore in the Rumble that got Brock Lesnar out the ring. And okay, they're going to have a feud. Nothing.
Well, you know what? You know what also killed that feud? COVID. Because I don't think Brock wanted to do the match in an empty stadium or whatever. And that's that match between him and Drew was so fast.
And that's fine. But this is where you have Drew come out every month or every week or whatever and say how much of a chicken shit Brock Lesnar is.
Yeah.
And you build that.
But they're not gonna do that because God forbid you fucking do something with Brock that he don't want to do. They try to do that shit with Bobby Lashley, but that Bobby Lashley's another one that doesn't have that level of charisma to just be able to stand there and have people in aura, you know, in awe. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Bobby Lashley. It's just he's not Zeus. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, I completely get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But this is the downfall of them not being able to see shit and put it together, put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
2 and 2 is 4, not 5 people.
It
not
depends.
3.
If you ask Terrence Howard, 2 and 2 is 2.
Well, if we ask Show, 2 and 2 is 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
If you want to pay me like that, I don't mind.
I don't mind either. But if you got Chelsea Green and Tiffany on screen,
Hey,
I don't mind that either.
That's some good Snow Bunny going on right there.
Yeah, shit.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like even now, right? They brought up Julia. What have they done with Julia?
Oh, they did a lot with Julia. I'm
waiting.
They put a white girl with her. They did Jack. They did shit, and they put them together and made Jack shit. They let her come out once, like on TV, and then that was it. And then they did a little video of her, and then you remember that thing? You remember? They did that thing, and it just didn't work. Hutch?
What thing did they do?
The thing that's supposed to work, but it didn't work because it didn't work, and because of the thing.
You fell for it, Hoach.
Yeah, you know that thing that was it was meant to work. They all sincerity. They were like, this is supposed to work, and it didn't work.
I must have missed that when I was actually waiting for them to actually do something. I got
it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You thought the thing was something. The thing wasn't something. It was the thing. Most people would say nothing, but usually we just call it the thing for short.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it now.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So asinine, bro.
Word.
So for the sarcasm, I'm already used to it. You bugging? They ain't do shit. Tell them, Toe.
They did plenty of things with her.
Dude, I mean, look, not for nothing. Not for nothing. And this is my problem that I don't have for WWE. I'm surprised they did anything with AJ Styles when he was here. But then they showed their true colors as he was doing his farewell tour.
Yeah.
You had him job out to Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
Really,
Well,
motherfuckers?
The problem with AJ Styles and Samoa Joe is that those motherfuckers got charisma for days. And if
And
you
they
put,
built their reputations outside of the WWE.
yeah, and when you ask them to do something, they do it. Like, you know how you say what they do with Julia? If they would have turned around and said, "Yo, AJ Styles, I just need you to go out there and walk to the ring, don't step in the ring, and then step back like he's the 10th man in the fucking the Dobbs Ferry movie with what's his name, so that way they can bring out the other guy." The AJ Styles would have been considered one of the best boxers out of the 10 that never even fought. They were like, "Yo, I don't know, the way he walked up to that ring, he looked like he was gonna fuck him up." So he got lucky that he, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it's. I mean, we're saying the same shit, Hodge. But
I mean, look, a couple weeks ago, why is Mia Yim in a fucking group with two girls that can't fucking wrestle?
oh, that I can tell you why. I give you 100% Stone Cold fact why, Hodge. You ready?
They don't like Asians.
Yeah, she's not white. If she was white and blonde, she would be 12-time champion right now.
So it doesn't matter that she actually helped Rhea Ripley perform a Resident Edge when Rhea couldn't get her up to do the Resident Edge.
No.
All right, okay.
That just goes to show you how much she doesn't deserve it because she's good.
Right, because she knows what she's doing in the ring.
Yeah. Well, you know, but also something that I said yesterday, and like my brother said it to me in private, is like when you're too good of a wrestler and you make everybody else look good, it's a plague on you because now they just use you to make everyone else look good, and now you look good.
Your performing talent.
Yeah. Like look at Dolph Ziggler. My man can sell sand to a llama, and they don't use him to do nothing but make everybody else look better. You know, you have to protect yourself. Where like Brett, he perfected the art of I'm gonna make you look good by showing that you are kind of on my level, but you're not on my level. You know what I'm saying?
Right, at the end of the day, I'm still the best there is, the best of us,
Yes.
and the best ever will be.
Yeah, like I'm making you look good by having you able to stay in the ring with me. And that's how he got over selling for people. You know, but yeah, that was what we was talking about all day yesterday with that shit. But I wanted to, I asked you this one time on I think it was on the sports or on the wrestling, and we was like, yo, that could be for a Tone the show. And that was when I went to Florida, so we never had this.
Okay.
But like I know the answer to the question is because people are stupid. But I really want to understand what this MAGA shit is like. Make America Great Again. Like, what are they trying to bring it back to? Slavery?
Yes.
Like, what made that so great?
Making MAGA movement is make America great again, but what it should be is make America white again.
Yeah, because not for nothing, Hutch. Let's if we talk about facts, right? If you go back to slavery, they created the cotton gin, the cotton mill or the cotton gin, whatever, and it was actually cheaper to run that than to have slaves. That's what actually made slavery end, right? And then
You going to get knocked for a loop?
What? Go ahead.
The cops were created to track down slaves.
I'm not surprised. The KKK. That's why they're originally all Irish when we was growing up. Yeah, I
Right.
get it.
So the cops were actually created not to protect themselves, the public or whatever. They were created to go and capture runaway slaves.
I can
That's
see
why
it.
they're saying the long arm of the law came from.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't escape the long arm of the law. So that's why if you see a lot of the quote unquote Black Panthers or people from that civil rights movement is still there,
Yeah.
you know, they'll call their black brothers or sisters traitors. Because the cops were created to track down runaway slaves. They were not created to protect and serve or keep order. They were created to go track down runaway slaves.
So you add that to it, right? And then when the slavery ends, we go into segregation, where there were a lot of black millionaires because the black businesses was making profit. And when they started seeing that there was black, wealthy people, that's when they said, hold on. We can't have you catch up to us economy wise. Let's put everything together.
Bro, the modern day air conditioner that we have in our house, in the window,
Yeah.
invented by a black man.
Yep.
The TV, invented by a black man.
Yeah.
Color TV, invented by a Latino. And I don't care what you say, because a lot of the slaves went through South and Central America. A lot of Latinos are Afro-Latinos. Which means you have black in your soul.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yo, when I did the ancestry shit and they showed me where my bloodline went through, it was the slave trade.
Right. But you have a lot of Latinos be like, yo, I'm not black. Yeah, motherfucker, you black like this.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I remember in school, my science teacher, she was black lady, and she was saying how even in the Spanish community you have white Spanish and black Spanish.
Yes.
And she was like, honey, you black Spanish. She's like, and even on my Greek side, Hutch, my Greek side is also on the slavery side. So so my question was, you end slavery because it's cheaper. So that means that having slaves are expensive. You end segregation because they started catching up to you. So that means you have to integrate with them so you can keep them down. How do you make America great again if you don't want to be with them? You already found a cheaper way to make your cotton, and you separated yourself from them. So you can't make America great by going backwards because you're just going to put them in a better position. This is where people don't know their history and they're doomed to repeat it. This is where you have a bunch of people that don't know what hard work is, or don't know what equality is, or how to get anything for themselves. This is what you have, and you ask them their opinion on shit. Because that's where the stupidity comes in. That's like saying, yo, Dominicans shouldn't be in baseball. Okay. When they weren't in baseball, the African Americans was running it. Correct. Well, the African Americans shouldn't be in baseball. Okay, cool. When the white people were playing, the women were playing because the white guys had to go to war.
Correct.
So, at what point did you want baseball to go back to being great? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, and to top it off, all of your heroes in sports are some kind of minority. And so you want the best players that you've ever seen growing up to never be there? King goes, all of this because nobody had a father figure to tell them what's wrong and what not to do with this generation doing what they want. No respect or know how to do things themselves to survive. You know what, bro? It's looking like that.
I'm sorry, it's not looking like that because some of the biggest people in MAGA are baby boomers. That generation. You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because they feel people of color have superseded them. So are you telling me I'm living in a trailer park and that black man or that Latino who was living in the trailer park with me busted his ass without any government assistance and now has a house or whatever, but I can't have that? But you're right. There's no work ethic.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. The people that are complaining the most are the ones that don't know what it's like to actually put in a hard day's work and earn something.
And also, the people who complain the most have never been punched in the face.
Yeah. Yeah. That also is something that people, they don't understand. Like when we talk about in sports, they don't get humbled. And somebody goes, who humbled Kobe? You know who humbled Kobe? Kobe humbled Kobe. Shaq humbled Kobe. The Lakers humbled Kobe when they sat him down. You know, like my man Kobe wanted to win at all costs. These people out here want to look good. And they want to be handed rings at no cost. That's what I'm talking about, being humble. That's what I'm talking about, where you got these people that ain't never had a hard day's work and they want to start making rules and shit.
I have to laugh when, not for nothing, with white people say that my family didn't own slaves, my family was poor. I don't know why people of color look at me and say that I, owe them money. And I'm like, we're not saying you owe us money, you idiot. We're saying this government screwed over my ancestors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People forget. Back in the day, the richest community was a black community, and very few people remember that community was on what is now called Central Park.
Yeah.
That town was completely wiped out because that town was all black people, all prospering. So what they do, they wipe that town out and put a park over that village, that town, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So my people who live in New York, when you go through Central Park, you're literally walking through the most richest progressive black town ever in America that was silenced.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah. And to go what you said earlier about how white people are like, yo, my family never owned slaves. Why they looking at me like I owe money? I got a retort for that. I was never a criminal. I was never convicted or arrested or detained or anything. But when I go
at me like I'm a criminal.
Yeah, but when I go into white neighborhoods, they put literally, Hoach. I'm not even lying to you. I'm not exaggerating or nothing. I went to school in Long Island, and every day 3 or 4 people asked me if I had drugs to sell them. When I went to the mall, because I had a 2-hour gap in between my classes, this woman would grab their kids and pull them close, like if I was some kind of fucking
people.
Yeah, like if I was some dangerous fucking person, and I was being followed by people in those stores. And don't get me wrong, you see me now. Imagine me at 20 years old rocking my gear from the Bronx. You probably think I'm a fucking gangster or I'm a dangerous motherfucker. it doesn't negate the fact that I'm not a criminal, but you automatically assumed I was.
Lies.
My biggest gripe with race is white people, because I have a lot of white friends who are not racist at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they love to say the most stupidest fucking shit you will ever fucking hear in your life.
Oh yeah.
In the United States, I love it how MAGA, white America, loves to say that, oh, illegal immigrants are taking all the benefits. Listen carefully, you stupid motherfuckers, you. Illegal immigrants are not subject to get any of the services you get. So, welfare, they don't get welfare. But you know who's the biggest demographic on welfare?
White people.
White people. You know who's the biggest demographic that pays into welfare?
Immigrants.
Illegal immigrants. And everybody goes, Josepa, if they don't have a social security number, how do they pay into social security? It's
You pay taxes.
Exactly. And because they're illegal, they get screwed over with taxes.
Yeah. Shit.
But most illegal immigrants here come here to work hard, not for a handout. The biggest people asking for handouts are white people. And again, if you are a white person, please don't take this as I'm attacking you. This is just simple facts.
Yeah, I mean, it's like statistics.
You can
it's
Google,
not.
you can Google this at any point you want. Hell, if you want to chat TBT it, you can. Okay, these are facts. Last year in 2025, illegal immigrants paid billions, not millions, billions of taxes into Social Security. They're literally the reason why Social Security has been keep on going. Not the white billionaires who cry about getting a tax break on every fucking little thing that they have. Here's the other little tidbit, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Lord.
If you were to tax the billionaires in the United States, just a 2%, in 1 year, you have enough money to wipe out homelessness and people going without food.
Yeah. So King goes, there's literally sanctuary cities that are giving food benefits to illegals while giving them 5-star apartments in NYC and California. Plus, they're allowed to vote with just a name. And there are several videos of people going crazy, especially.
I'm gonna be very frank. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Illegal immigrants cannot fucking vote. Get your head out your fucking ass. Okay? Illegal immigrants are not able to vote in any place in the United States. Because as much as Republicans cry about proof of votership, when I go to vote, I have to hand in my ID. So no, illegal immigrants are not voting. And that is a simple Google search.
Let's see. I'll Google what he said. Let's fact check it.
Oh, all this just fabricated by crooked left government? No, you fucking retard. I don't give a fuck if you are a fan of us or not. I'm gonna call you out right now for being a fucking retard. Okay? There was no fake news until the bitch ass motherfucker in the White House. Okay? You want to know who's killing this country? Republicans. Every Republican for the last 20 years has killed the economy of the United States. And you can look this up easily. Democrats rebuild the economy and the United States. Republicans bring it down. All right? I don't care if I'm fucking loud. I'm from New York City. We're fucking loud. You don't like it? Tough tits. All right? Illegal immigrants cannot vote. Period.
Okay, so Hutch, according to the ballot PETA, whatever the fuck this shit is, the search for whatever. In 1996, the U.S.
The search for more money?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So in 1996, the U.S. Congress passed a law prohibiting non-citizens from voting in federal elections, including elections for the U.S. House, U.S. Senate, and presidential elections.
Boom. You're already wrong, King.
Yeah.
You should change your name to Loser of Hueco
He goes, but this law does not apply to elections for state and local offices. But that's like, if I guess what, governor or
no, that's for congressmen.
Yeah, but for federal law, anything that runs the country, they can't vote.
Right. It's what like I said. Sorry. Go back to the drafting board. All you want to listen is to this right-wing propaganda. I'm not left, I'm not right. I listen to both sides, and I've always gone to who I think is going to be the best. Period. But the facts are facts. Democratic presidents have always, in the last 20 years, have been giving a shitty economy and a shitty country, and they've turned it around to a prosperous economy in a prosperous country. Then comes a Republican and fucks it up. That's facts.
Okay, and as far the 5-star apartments, it goes, while the city has utilized a network of commercial hotels as emergency shelters due to its legal right to shelter mandate, independent fact checking and government audits confirm that these accommodations do not include 5-star property.
Thank you. You're wrong again, you burger.
Now, what you might be confusing with illegal immigrants, King, is that I remember back when you was on Section 8, Section 8 paid for about 80% of your rent. So there would be a lot of people getting high-profile apartments under Section 8 and only having to pay $200.
King, here's a little advice for you. People who come here seeking asylum, okay, are not illegal immigrants. They're asylum seekers. Those guys are the ones in getting the shit, those whatever you claim that they're getting. Illegal immigrants are not. So if you're coming across the border illegally, you don't get those. If you are coming in seeking asylum because you feel for the life in your country, those are the people who are getting those benefits. And guess what? As per the Constitution and certain policies, those asylum seekers are not illegal immigrants. Dumbass.
Okay, so in California, this claim stems from a widespread online rumor that characterizes a permanent supportive housing high-rise building for the local unhoused population in Los Angeles. Social media videos circulating in mid-2024 featured footage of a newly built 19-story high-rise building in the Skid Row area of downtown Los Angeles called Wingart Tower 1, The Post falsely claimed the $165 million complex was taxpayer-funded luxury illegal immigrant housing. This literally just said the news reports were false.
Thank you. Again, hey, loser of Hueco, or was it Heco Mundo? Try again.
No, but that's this is the issue thing. There's no, like, people watch the news and then people get the actual facts because the news is labeled as entertainment now. So it doesn't necessarily have to tell you the truth because this is all for entertainment. Like, if you look that up, like back in the day, the news was funded under the free, like under the government or whatever, and it was like on free TV and shit like that, like PBS. But now that it's for profit, it's considered as entertainment. So technically,
here's the craziness. Out of all the quote unquote news outlets, the only one that legally cannot call themselves a news affiliate is Fox News. And I guarantee you, King is getting all his information from Fox News. When Trump sued because he claims that the 2016 things was rigged, and Fox News ran with that, and they later got sued, they legally had to put in their website that this is not that channel is solely for entertainment. It is not a news affiliate. So people like your boy, like this guy here, only listen to Fox News, not knowing that they legally are not a news affiliate. They are an entertainment. They are the equivalent of the National Enquirer newspaper that was in the grocery market that had all the gossip and shit like that. That's basically what Fox is the equivalent of. And I love it how he's like, oh, you're getting loud or whatever, or calling people names doesn't mean you win the arguments or whatever. When you guys do it, it's fun, it's whatever. But when we do it, oh, we're being loud or we're being disrespectful. Go eat a dick, nigga. Roll that shit out your fucking ass.
if you cross here illegally, you broke the law, bro. Technically, you broke the law. You
wrong. It's
even
a civil infraction. It's not a federal infraction. If you come here illegally, it is a civil infraction. It's not a federal infraction.
But even if you get paperwork like a visa or something, and you stay a day extra, you broke the law. Breaking the law in this country is very easy.
And guess who does that a lot? Who gets visas and then stay here illegally?
Asians.
No. Europeans. Melina got here via visa. She overstayed her visa. She broke the law technically. Okay? With the exception of Tiffany, all of Trump's babies are anchor babies. His first 3 kids with Ivanka were before Ivanka was a citizen. Those are anchor babies. Barron Trump was born before Melina became a citizen. Meanwhile, Trump paid millions of dollars to make Melina a citizen.
Yeah, you know,
which a lot of people who come here seeking a better life, we don't have millions of dollars.
So
okay,
yeah. Yo, so Hutch, let me, because he said there are a lot of hardworking Americans on social media calling out on how everything is illegals flooded, everything, they never paid taxes. Now, here's my thing, right? So Mayor Giuliani took out the mob and cleaned up 42nd Street. And they got Al Capone. They got Wesley Snipes. Like, they got a Martha Stewart. A lot of this, people went to jail.
Give me 1 second, so. Yo, Chris, I love you, but eat a dick.
You know, but they got caught for taxes because they couldn't catch them for anything else.
Right.
You're telling me they can't catch illegal immigrants and not paying taxes? You telling me that they can't catch businesses that hire illegal immigrants that don't pay taxes on that? They can't catch them in paying taxes. That's literally the only crime that they can catch whoever the fuck they want.
You know who was one of the biggest people of hiring illegal immigrants?
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he hire them to build Trump Towers and then denied them access when they opened up?
He hired them to do the cleaning in Trump hotels and Trump Towers and all that stuff, and he denied access to coming in to black people. He wouldn't rent to black people.
Yeah, and he didn't pay the people who actually built the building either.
Yeah, anybody who helped build his building, like architects or whatever,
yeah,
that helped build his buildings back in the 80s and the 90s are still going into court today trying to get paid.
Word. Now, so here goes my shit, right? If you want to talk about make America great again, well, if you really want to talk about making America great again, then all these businesses that are run by these white people and these white companies are going to have to stop charging so much money and having monopolies over everything. Because when COVID happened...
Or actually have them pay taxes.
Yeah, because Con Edison doesn't pay taxes. There's a lot of companies that don't pay taxes. But the thing what I'm saying is, Hodge, is that during COVID and during the recession that we had, a lot of companies would buy housing and then sell it for twice as much as what it costs. And then now these houses have gone up dramatically in price, but our wages hasn't gone up.
Nope.
The cost of living has gone up, but our rent hasn't, went up, but nothing to stabilize the way shit went. So you want to talk about making America great again? Before I was born, the house that I grew up in the 80s, 70s, 80s was $75,000, Hodge. My mother made the same amount of money that I'm making now, and she could afford to live in that house. They bought that house. It was a 2-family house, Hodge. They were able to buy it.
Barely afford to be in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, and now that house is almost $1 million. So over 38 years, that house appreciated almost what? 15 times what it's worth?
Yep.
So, but here's the thing though, the cost of the wages that people got didn't go up 15 times what they made. So what illegal immigrant cost my house to go up from $75,000 to $1 million, where I am not an illegal immigrant. I'm a citizen born and raised here in the Bronx. I pay taxes. I pay into Medicare, which you can't get unless you're broke. And I have a retirement plan, and I can't afford to get a house that's $200,000. Get this shit, Hodge. Get this. I went out for a loan. I was told I can get up to $300,000 for a condo or a house, right?
Okay.
I go and I say, I want to buy this $250,000 condo. The bank goes, you can't afford it. I said, hold up. How the fuck did you tell me I can borrow $300,000, but I can't afford $250,000? It's like, oh, your debt to income ratio is too high. I said, wait a minute. You should have thought about that when you gave me the estimate of how much you can pay me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're telling me that the property tax or the HOA is too high, but you're not factoring that into my fucking loan? You're giving me a loan. Like, if you're giving me $300,000 and this costs $250,000 and my payment is something I can pay, why are you telling me I can't afford it? Does that make sense to you?
No, it doesn't.
Now, I understand that illegal immigrants are running banks and they're handing out loans. Is that what we're saying here?
Yeah, according over here to your boy from Mundo, whatever he is.
Well, it's not just Mundo. It's like, but this is the thing though that I'm talking about. Why are they so concerned with minorities and immigrants when they want to make America great again? When I'm giving you examples on how they are playing the system and fucking us over, And if
here's what a
went
lot
back
of these here's what a lot of these people like Mundo are never going to understand. This land was stolen from Native Americans.
yeah,
That's one. Two, during the mass influx of people from Europe, you guys can't say that you guys did it legally or did it the right way. There was no policing it. You came from Europe. You went to Dobbs Governor's Island. You signed a book. You're good to go.
yeah, King. That's the way. I'm sorry
What
to cut you off. Hush.
again, that's not you saying, "Hey, I'm a citizen now." All you did was sign the book.
Yeah, yeah,
That's all you did. You signed the book. You
yeah.
didn't
when
do
it
it
came
the
to
right way.
Yeah, but yo, King, it's not a bank. That's how banks give out loans. It's all risk to ratio with them.
Banks give out loans. They do it the way they love to do it is they love to entice you, get you to commit to your loan, and then let's say your shit is like maybe a 10-year loan or whatever. You got to pay a certain amount. Year 3, oh, by the way, this new policy went into effect. Now it's gonna double your fucking payment.
Yo, look, girls is like, I make all this money a year and I'm still broke because the price of living is too fucking high. But King,
Krills, that has nothing to do with illegal immigrants. That has everything to do that the top 1% pays less taxes than you do.
yeah, but King, here's the thing though. Manhattan was bought for $10. There's no contract. You remember the original Thanksgiving where they came in with sheets and that had what was it, syphilis and smallpox on it, and they killed the Native Americans through diseases. That's how we got the country. There was no contract. Like the only thing is that they got their reparation is like your land is what is it? Is it sovereign land? Or not sovereign. It's basically your land is your property, and the American government cannot control any part of that. You don't pay any taxes.
You want to
It's
see
your
a
own
good
area.
movie? You want to see a good movie? How this shit was? Go and rent a movie by Tom Cruise called Far and Away with Nicole Kidman. You came here and you raced to a certain location and you staked your claim. That's how it was back in the day. Yeah, that's the problem. We middle class, it does pay for it, and it's to the point that there is no middle class. Okay?
Word.
There is no more middle class. Either you have money or you struggle. It's just the way it is nowadays.
Yeah.
All right. The movie Far and Away, literally, it was a race to claim land. That's all it was. A race to claim land.
Oh, it's a fabricated story, Hutch. He was there. Like how George Floyd was killed by the cop when he was found by the doctor that he died of overdose. Yeah, he died of an overdose of carbon monoxide to the brain because he was.
No, King.
no.
George Floyd died because he couldn't fucking breathe because somebody had a fucking knee to his fucking neck. Period.
Just make more money and beat your meat. You know what though?
You know the drill, right?
Yo,
I'm about to go make a buck.
yeah, yeah, Krills. I got half of that down pack. I got half of that down pack. To making money, I'm still trying to figure out. But I'm a master, which not for nothing. I might have to take that and make money off of that. OnlyFans still works.
This is how I know, King. You have
What up, show?
This is how I know you have your head up your fucking ass.
How old are you, King? If you don't mind us asking.
Those are literally historical fucking facts that these movies are based off. Back in the day when quote unquote Columbus discovered America, which he didn't. It was I forgot his first name, but his last name was America. That's why it's called America. That's why it's called America. When they found out that there was only quote unquote savages on this land, people came here in masses.
What?
And
Yeah,
if you went to some place and you say this is my land, that was your land. Because there was nobody to come around and be like, yo, do you got proof this is your land? This is my land. I'm staking claim to it.
Yeah. But also, according to Google, George Floyd's official cause of death was cardiopulmonary arrest, which basically says that his official ruling is a homicide, meaning his death was caused by the actions of another person. He couldn't breathe.
What's that, King? Oh, go ask the doctor. We just asked the doctor, and guess what? You were wrong again.
But
Krills, I was born in 235 BC. I'm an old motherfucker.
But you know what the thing is? I'm pretty sure there's more people that believe that Jesus and God was real back in those days, and the Bible was written by God and all that other stuff, but can't believe that George Floyd was choked out after we see video of somebody's knee blocking his airways.
Am I saying that George Floyd was an innocent man? No. But we all know he died because somebody had his knee on his neck.
But listen, I didn't bring up George Floyd. Did you bring up George Floyd?
No, but your boy did. This guy over here, he brought up George Floyd.
Wait, I was talking about banks and how making America great again is putting the fucking cost of living down to the fucking 70s and 80s or even the 50s and 60s, because people nowadays can't afford to fucking live off of $100,000, which is fucking sad.
It is sad.
Because you want to talk about illegal immigrants living in 5-star apartments. You know what's crazy, King? Let's put it in perspective. If no one can afford to live in those 5-star apartments, the city and the government is gonna be like, go give it to. They're not being used. Go give it to the fucking asylum seekers. We need to put them somewhere.
Now here's a little tidbit. Those 50 South Africans that were white that Trump
was claustrophobic.
Those 50 white South Americans that Trump rescued, quote unquote rescued, right?
Yeah.
Those are the guys that have those 5-star hotels.
How did that? Who proved what?
Mary taking a name is dangerous. Ask Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, I mean, well, because listen, that's just another black man trying to fight for something.
That killed his career.
Yeah, that's what it was. But then again, it's like, oh, so this American citizen, because he's not an illegal immigrant, didn't have the right for freedom of speech. They took away his right. So is that America being great that they took away somebody's right? Also, do you remember during the World War, what was it, the Vietnam, they put a lot of Asian Americans in concentration camps. They took away their right to live here, and they were citizens. Was that when America was great?
No, see, I love it.
Or is that fake also?
I love it how idiots like this try to twist what people say. I didn't say asylum seekers that come here at the border. I said the 50 of South Americans that Trump, quote unquote, rescued. South Africans, I'm sorry, they're South Africans, but they were white that Trump, quote unquote, rescued, and he brought over on first class tickets from South Africa to the United States. But the guy who was like, yo, I'm from South Korea, and the guy over there wants to kill me, I'm coming here to seek asylum. That's the guy you guys are afraid of, because that's the guy you guys are thinking that he's taking the money. It's funny how you guys love to play all these games, but who were the 2 countries that Trump didn't put tariffs on? Look that up, Joe. Toes, look that up and see what it says.
Oh, so I can't look it up because I'm black? I see how.
Yes. President Trump excluded Russia, Barbados, Cuba, and North Korea from his 2025 recuperable tariffs.
Gee, I
All of
wonder
America's
why.
enemies? How, Sway?
In the border trade policy, the United States has various free trade agreements such as the USMCA
Bro,
with
we had a
Canada and
free
Mexico,
trade
where
agreement
tariffs
with.
are governed by negotiated trade.
We had
Yeah.
we had free trade with Canada,
What
and
up, Anthony?
he put tariffs on Canada.
Word.
Yeah,
But you don't put
we had
tariffs on your three enemies? Fucking
dude,
Russia?
we had a free trade with Canada and Mexico,
Right.
and they put tariffs on both.
Hey, here's another tidbit. Texas was part of Mexico at one point. So that little Gulf that's off the Gulf of Texas that everybody here wants to call Gulf America now, no, it's literally the Gulf of Mexico because Texas was part of Mexico at one point.
Yo,
Yeah.
Grills,
Fucking Cruz, you gotta go up there in the summertime. It is beautiful.
yeah, but Grills, according to the news, Canada's never cold. That's just fake news that they put out there to sell jackets to tourists who go to Canada. So that way Canada knows who the illegal immigrants are. Because there's no proof that it's cold over there. Just because the weather is lower doesn't mean that it's
Just because it snows up there don't mean shit.
The reason why they didn't put tariffs on Russia is because they have dirty laundry on him. Oh yeah. The Battle of San Antonio. San Antonio Spurs and the OKC. No, but so like here goes the thing though. Y'all arguing about something, and not once has anybody answered my question of what point was America great?
It was never great.
I mean, it was better than like certain things were better back in the day than they were now.
America's always been
Fuck you, pay me.
America's always been a work in progress.
It was
Yeah,
great for certain race.
There's always been some good and there's always been some bad.
I tell you one thing though, and I've been saying this shit since I fucking started having my own thoughts on the country. I don't think America's for us. Because no matter how much we vote, no matter who we put in office, it's still going to be under what the companies that pay these motherfuckers want. That's why the rich are getting tax breaks. Because you can't tell me that if the rich get tax breaks, we get more money when I get 3% every 2 years. Nigga, that's 15 cents a year that I'm making extra. You can fart out 15 cents. That doesn't mean nothing. But the rich people keep getting rich. So many people in TKO got fired and took less money, and then the CEOs there made millions of dollars.
Let's clear that up. Wrestlers, right, got fired, got let go, or took less money.
And then the CEOs and the
are giving themselves million dollar bonuses.
Yeah, and remember when they had the buyout? Remember when Obama had to save the banks from going bankrupt? And he gave the buyout to the banks, and the banks gave their CEOs and the high profile officials golden parachutes. Was that now we were there for this, and the news said it. So if you value the news's opinion on stuff, King, the news said it. So it got to be true. All that money that went to save fucking the automotive industry and the banking and all that, we didn't see none of that. That's because the banks made bad moves because they started giving out those variable mortgages to people
during COVID.
Yeah,
the people taking the most money were corporations.
Yeah, but that also the housing shit fucked up because the banks were just handing out loans, going, "Yo, it's a variable mortgage. One month your mortgage is $500. The next month your mortgage is $30,000. And if you can't pay it, we're taking the house back." And a lot of people couldn't pay it. So they got the houses back thinking that they could make money hand over fist, but they lost money because no one was buying houses then.
Because nobody could afford to buy a house.
Yeah, because no one can afford to buy a house. Now, think about it. So let's say I could get that $300,000 loan. And they're like, "Yo, fuck it. Whatever you want to buy for that price, you could buy." If I'm looking at houses for $300,000 in New York City, I can buy a burnt down house. Then I have to get another loan to build that house back up. So now the $300,000 I just spent on this fucked up house, I got to spend another $500,000 to fix it. And then when I sell the house,
not only do you have to fix the house with materials, you also got to get permits.
Yeah, and that's gonna take years because the city has those shits and they take forever. And here goes some other shit for you. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but if someone dies, there's only 2 coroners in New York City. There's only 2 people that are allowed to pick up those bodies, and that body will stay in your house for 2-3 days if it has to for that until that dude comes pick it up.
This guy is not exaggerating. He knows.
Yeah. So it's like a lot of the shit that the government and the state and the city and all these people do are stupid, and they don't know what they're doing. But all of it is a way for people to make money. All of it is for a way that people make money. And that's the problem, because we could sit here and get good jobs. You could make $180,000 a year, but the guy that's paying you is making $180 billion a year, and he's paying $50,000 in taxes. And there's so many loopholes for them to not pay taxes. But God forbid I claim $500, in my taxes. Motherfuckers be like, you better have a receipt.
Bro, you better have a receipt that you're supporting somebody. You better have a name, social security, a date of birth.
Yeah,
like, you gotta show proof. But meanwhile, a corporation can say,
we donated to Jerry's kids.
Okay.
I think the mortgage industry is a scam. People never get from those underneath those mortgages. Yeah, because back in the day, the mortgage. You know what it is also, and I don't want to get into religions, but you notice how Jewish people own all the banks, right? The reason why that is because Christianity and Catholicism and all these other religions, you're not allowed to take interest on a loan. So let's say, like, through my religion, if you follow it to the T, if I lend Hodge $5 and Hodge goes, yo, I appreciate you, he goes $10. I go, no, you can only give me back the $5. It's against my religion to take more. The Jewish people, they're like, oh, no, you owe me the $10 plus the $5 on the VIG. And that's why they were able to make banks and give out loans on 3% interest. And now you got a 5-year loan that they took out. You took out $1,000 and you paid them back $4,000.
That's how they were able to build those tunnels underneath Brooklyn.
Yeah.
During COVID.
Yeah, but that's what it is. And the crazy shit is banks don't have money. So the money that we put in the bank. So let's say I made $1,100 that went into the bank today. That $1,100.
That money. They use that money to loan that. They loan that money out.
Yeah, they loan my money out to somebody. They loan my $1,000 out to somebody, and then that guy pays $2,000 back to them. So now the bank made $1,000 and off of my $1,000, and they go, oh, so his $1,000 wasn't moved yet. Let's lend it to somebody else, and that's how they keep doing this shit.
Right.
Let's try to save us.
You don't get anything from that.
Yeah, we don't get no interest. We used to get interest. Remember that shit, Hodge? Back when I was a kid, we used to get interest. Because I remember you put your thing in like a savings account, and you get like 3% or some shit like that, because you were the banks were making money off your money, and you would get money back from
nowadays the only
savings.
way you can make money on a savings account is if you have a certain amount. And I'm talking about like $10,000 you have to have.
Dude, you know how many times I get things like, oh, go into your high interest yield savings, and I'm like, oh, how much money do I need? $182,000. After 5 years, you can get $2,000 off of that. Like, listen, I can go and make $2,000 in a month just working. I don't need 5 years to make $2,000 over my $180,000. That doesn't make sense. That's like me going, yo, Hutch, if you give me all your food, I'll give you back a half a plate of rice. It don't make no sense.
Anthony,
it's true.
Anthony, the thing is with the only way citizens will be able to overthrow the billionaires like that is if they became united and they all fought for the same thing. But unfortunately, some of the lowest people in terms of financial status are actually defending the billionaires. It is absurd the fact that you have people who live in a trailer would rather attack an illegal immigrant who pays into, welfare and Social Security, but would defend a billionaire who's trying not to pay into welfare or Social Security.
Yeah, and the reason why that is, Hulch, is because rich people go out there and try to tell people how to be rich, and they make it seem so easy. And now people like, I look up to this dude, and I'm going to follow what he says, and what he says is law because everybody's lying to me. But the thing is, I've heard one of these guys like off a video, and they're going, like, yeah, if I was you guys, what I would do is I would buy a house, I would take out a $50,000 loan, I'll buy a house, and then I'll open up an LLC, I'll put the house underneath the LLC, and now that house is whatever, and then I'll just use that and get loans out of the house and then pay my bills off of the loan in the house. It's like, okay, cool. Let's try that. All right. How much is it to start up a LLC? Couple $1,000. Okay. Let me get a $50,000 loan. How's your credit? I don't have any credit. So you can't take out a $50,000 loan. You can take a $500 loan out and now you can build up your credit that way. All right. How much credit do I need? At least $800, 800 credit score. How do I get that? You need at least 3 or 4 credit cards with a high ass balance, and you have to keep them low, the utilization low. All right, cool. So I did all that. Why is my credit not going up? Because you're not using credit cards. What?
Yeah.
So where did this out of nowhere $50,000 fucking loan come from that they're not giving you because you don't have the credit for it? And also, let's say I have good credit. Now, like, yo, here, take your $50,000 loan, but your monthly payment is this. Oh, and by the way, how the fuck are you going to get another loan because now your debt to income ratio is too fucking high because you can't even pay back the $50,000 loan because you don't make that much money? So how am I going to get another $300,000 on top of that $50,000 loan for a down payment on the house so I can use that house to be bought by a fucking business so I can fucking consolidate my loans on this shit? And it's like, what the fuck?
Bro, I have 3 credit cards and I'm trying to just keep it at that. There are people out there that have hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt.
Yeah.
And you know how much they make a year after taxes?
Like $40,000.
Right.
So Anthony says that the older generation. Go ahead, show.
No, I was gonna say, don't listen to this man. He got $50,000 in loans for all 50 of his cars, man. He lying. He could get 50.
Ooh.
You.
I could get 50, but I can't pay it back.
Oh, see,
No, here's the thing, show. Here's the thing. If I take out a $50,000 loan right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that means that there's another bill on my account, right? Right or wrong?
Right.
So now my debt went up. So my debt went up. But let's say I got a $27,000 car. I got, let's say, $10,000 in credit card damage. That's $37,000. Let's say $40,000 plus another $50,000. I'm looking at $90,000 in debt right now. What bank is gonna go? This guy got $90,000 in debt. He only makes about $50,000-$60,000 a year. Let's give him $300,000.
None.
And that's the thing. You should have got the car first.
But here's another thing, though, Hodge. Another thing, though, show. You get a car because you needed to get to work and to school and all this other shit.
True.
But also, you get that. Let's say I don't have the car. I get the $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
I buy a house, right? That house is nice. Now I'm paying money. I can't afford a car because I got the house.
Sure.
The house is too far away from me. So
that sounds like my life.
Yeah, they fuck you. They fuck you with the cell phones. If anybody's seen Lethal Weapon 4, you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, but Anthony's saying that he thinks that the older generation is fucking up because they believe these people are gonna help them. The problem with that is, Anthony, the
A lot
older
of people,
generation.
a lot of older people bought into trickle down economics.
Well, you know why? Because a lot of people are basically going with their retirements and their 401ks and the shit that their job gives them. So it's based off of the stock market. So anything that makes it seem like their retirement or anything is not going to get fucked with, that's what they're going to vote for. And it's very easy to say that you can make the stock market go up because you just blow it out your ass. But the problem with being old is healthcare. And that's where the issue is, because everybody that, like, when they're old, they're like, oh, I got good healthcare. I got good healthcare. Yeah, you got good healthcare for when you're perfectly healthy and you have to go to the doctor once a year and that shit's free and they give you prescriptions and you can see better and all that. That's fine. But the minute you actually need healthcare and you have to go into a home and you need like fucking around the clock care and you need nurses, stay at home nurses and all that other shit, that's when your healthcare goes, oh, no, we don't cover that. You need Medicaid for that. And you know what the fucked up part is about Medicaid? Is they go, oh, you make too much money for Medicaid. What do you mean? I paid into Medicaid for 80 years. I earned this fucking money that I had.
No. You made too much, and now you have a pre-existing condition.
Yeah, and here's the thing though. It's like, oh, but you can get it. There's a loophole. You just have to give all your money to a lawyer, and your lawyer would give you a daily or monthly allowance that you can use only that much, and the rest of it will go back to paying Medicaid back. And they said that shit to my father. Now, my father was never out of mind. He always had his head on him. It was just his health that was bad. And he looked at the person and said, fuck out of here. I'm not giving you my hard-earned money for that. And what saved him was that his money was in multiple accounts. So when you go, yo, I only got this money in that account, I only got this money, it's like, oh, you don't have a lot of money because you only got $2,000 in this account. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we was able to get Medicaid, but it only covered 180 days. After that, he literally came home to die because he didn't last long after he came back home.
Nope.
So now let's all sit here. What's the one thing we all have in common? We gonna get older. And the one thing that's gonna kill us is our healthcare. No one is talking about this bullshit.
Well, why do you think they got scared when your boy shot up the CEO?
Oh, the dude that killed the
Giovanni?
Yeah.
When he went and he murdered the guy, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" And initially, it was like, "Oh, that was so bad." But then when the story came back, that dude was one of the guys that denied his mother from getting care. I mean, I'm not saying that I justify murking somebody,
but I mean, like, what? How are you a company that's supposed to provide healthcare and then you're not going to give care to people who need it?
Exactly.
Like that. You're sitting there going, "Oh, we're a mechanic spot and we fix cars." Yo, I need you to fix my car. Nah, you don't qualify. The fuck you mean I don't qualify?
I'm here and I have my car. No, but it's not the right car.
Yeah. You make too much money for us to charge you to fix the car. What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro.
But you never make too much money to take out a loan. You never make too much money for them to take your money.
You never make too much money. Wait, no. If you're a billionaire, they don't fuck with their taxes. So I guess the goal is to be a fucking billionaire.
Yeah, because that's when you start paying people.
That's when you don't have to worry about paying taxes.
Yeah, and Hillary Clinton lost that the run for presidency because of all the shit that they were throwing out there saying that these people gave her money for this and they bought her for that and they did all this. The same thing with Michelle Obama. They was like, yo, the minute she started saying everybody move and get it healthy and stop drinking soda and sugars and all that, Coca-Cola is like, yo, how much money we gotta give you to shut the fuck up? And then all of a sudden, just move a day, 10 minutes a day. Remember that?
Well, remember when she was trying to get the lunches in schools.
Yeah. And this is for kids that can't afford
healthy lunches in school.
Yeah, and the funny thing is people are like, yo, what do you mean kids can't afford school lunch and all that? She's like, yeah, there are a lot of kids out here. There's a lot of people out here that can't afford to eat. And they make money and they still can't afford to eat because all their money's going to fucking bills or gas or whatever. Because yo, that whole every 2 weeks getting paid bullshit, nigga, that I don't know who the fuck lied to these motherfuckers. Because once you got that money, the bill is owed, and now all that money is gone, and now you gotta wait 2 weeks for you to get money again. And I don't know where I'm supposed to have 2 weeks worth of money after I paid all my damn bills because I only have one shot to pay them. Does that make sense?
No. Dude,
and I swear to God that they take out more money when you do it every 2 weeks. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that you.
Yeah, when you get paid weekly, you pay less taxes. When you get paid bi-weekly, you're gonna get taxed more.
Dude, because I look at my net pay and my gross pay, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
See, and here's another misconception of this clown. Obama's didn't loot and do some shady shit in the White House. You know who's doing a lot of shady shit? Your orange fucking boy. The Obamas are literally the only ones in the last 20 to 30 years that didn't have any major scandals while they were in the White House. Every other president before them or after them has had some kind of scandal. Please, before you talk at the side of your neck, know what you're talking about.
Word. But yeah, no, Anthony, when you're talking about how we're supposed to get a leg up, we're not supposed to get a leg up. One of the ways to control us is to keep us slaves. In all honesty, like they separate us by classes, by environment, and by fucking workforce. Like because we're not making money, but we're paying a lot of taxes for shit. But if you think about it, a lot of the taxes are going to the suburban areas because I'm still paying taxes around my neighborhood and I'm hitting that same pothole every fucking morning. But then you go to the nice neighborhoods when they don't pay as much taxes and their streets are paved, the garbage is taken out every day. There's no graffiti anywhere. And I'm not saying that the graffiti ain't us, but also you treat us like animals, we're going to act like animals.
Bro,
I've seen people burn down fucking photos.
I'm probably one of the older members of Nukkle Hedd. Or probably the oldest one. Okay? When I get to my retirement age, there might not be enough Social Security for me.
Yeah.
I've been paying taxes and into Social Security since I've been fucking 15, 16.
Same here.
How are you going to tell me that something that I've been paying to might not be around when I get to retirement age? And if you notice, retirement age keeps getting pushed further back. It was 60, then it was 62, then it was 65. A couple of years, it might be 67. Shit, in 10 years, it might be 70.
Word. Well, the reason why we didn't trust banks is because let's say you got $40,000-$50,000 in the bank, and you try to go to the bank and say, "Yo, let me get my $50,000." You know what they'll tell you? Come back in about 3 days. We'll have it for you. Fuck you mean you'll have my money for me? Because they don't have money like that in the bank. We just explained how that shit works.
Why do you think that there's only a certain amount you can transfer in the day?
Yeah.
There's a limit.
Why do you think also they want you to use credit cards and your Apple Pay and all that other shit? Now, don't get me wrong. I use it because I don't want to carry around cash because when people ask me for money, like, yo, I ain't got cash. But it's also because they can charge extra fees for that shit. You pay somebody cash, there's no taxes. You pay somebody with card, that $12 burrito just became $14 because of taxes.
Dude, and fuck around. Some people might charge you a fee because you use the credit card.
Oh yeah, because now they have to pay it because it's in their books. You ever notice that? Like, yo, if you pay cash, this shit's $3. If you pay your card, this shit's $6. What?
See, now I know your boy King over here is a mag nut. Not mag. He's a mag nut. Everything that you're spewing is all lies that came from fucking Fox News. Bro, please go to the fucking library, go to Google, and get actual information. Everything that you're saying is lies. But good luck with that. Being that delusional, yo, more power to you. Fucking ridiculous. But let's get back to something I really wanted to mention in this Friday show. You gonna finally get raid that cheeseburger this year?
Hold up, Coach. I just want to just say this. No, Obama did not take away board financial aid or scholarships for students. In fact, his administration significantly expanded federal student aid. He did, however, push to eliminate a specific federally funded private school voucher program.
Oh, King, that means again you were wrong again. God damn, yo, you love taking these L's.
Yo, and this is Google searching.
You love taking these L's, bro. Damn. Yeah, America's government has always been corrupt.
Shit, it almost seems like every Republican president we had in our lifetime got in trouble somehow. You also got to remember Trump is a felon.
34 times over. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. 34.
LeBron level.
Technically, Trump can't vote, but he can run. He can be a president. How can you not be able to vote, but you can run for the presidency? Oh, crazy. That's right, because Mitch McConnell is a bitch. Got it.
Crazy how that shit works. Plus, there's a lot of black people that said Barack Obama did absolutely zero for the black community.
Those people who say that, again, don't know what they're talking about. When you're the president of the United States, you're not supposed to focus on one racial group. You're supposed to better the cost of living or the living for everybody in the United States. So a lot of people who claim that are black people who didn't get the answers that they wanted because, I got a black man as my president. He's going to give me all the money that I want. And that's not the way it goes.
All right. So also, President Obama addressed needs of black Americans through targeted incentives and board economic policies. Key accomplishments include reducing crack/powder cocaine sentences disparities through the 2010 Fair Sentencing Act, launching the My Brother's Keeper mentorship program for young men of color to extend health insurance to 3 million uninsured black Americans via the Affordable Care Act. So he lowered the sentencing for the fucking Fair Sentencing Act. Basically, wasn't that one of those, like, if you had any drug on you, it was the same minimum sentence no matter what?
Right.
And then he expanded healthcare for 3 uninsured black African Americans.
He fixed it to a point where if you were white or black and you got caught for the same shit, you did the same amount of time. Which, unfortunately, that's not usually the way it goes. If I'm a black man and you're a white man and we did the same crime, as a black man, I'm doing a longer jail sentence than you are. King, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. The one not being able to get a fucking bank loan has been told. So
let me tell you something. I got the bank loan, motherfucker.
See,
I just wasn't able to buy the house. There's a difference. I have multiple cars under my shit. Like I got loans, motherfucker. Don't act like I'm a broke nigga. I'm just telling you how the process of buying a house is so difficult because the banks make it that way. Don't mistake not being able to get a loan for not being able to use the loan they gave you. Let's learn to listen, Lou. Because not once did I say I couldn't get the loan, because in order for me to get a number from the bank means I'm pre-approved for this amount. Now, when that means I'm pre-approved for this amount, that means that this is what I can show the people that I'm going to buy the house. This is what I'm pre-approved for, and this is what I can offer them. When I offer them, that's when I get the loan. That's how buying a house process works. They don't give me money and then I go shopping for it. So you're wrong again, King.
Oh wait, that's another L, and you're about to take another L right here. Okay, Obamacare didn't flop because idiots like you don't know that Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are the same fucking thing. Okay, you go in the streets and you ask a regular person what was better, the Affordable Health Care Act or Obamacare, and they're gonna tell you, oh, the Affordable was better than Obamacare. Obamacare and Affordable are the same fucking shit. Okay, and Obamacare did not fucking flop. Okay, Obamacare is a sole reason why some people that pre-existing conditions were even able to get health care. So again, stop talking out of the side of your fucking neck because you do not know what the fuck you are talking about. You are literally talking shit that you have no idea how it fucking works. And the only one in this whole conversation that is taking L's and making themselves look real fucking stupid is you.
I don't even know what he said here. You're lost in some form and are in a delusional state where you cannot comprehend on what I'm telling you. When I hear somebody say, as a black man, you already lost the debate. Okay, so the question again was, when was America great? And you're telling me Obama sucks and black people suck
because you're a racist bitch.
That's no, but like, but what? Do you not remember Bush? Bush put us in a war for 20-something years
because his daddy couldn't get the oil.
For oil. Bush literally waited, 13 minutes after the towers fell down to do something because he couldn't understand what people were saying? Do you know I am not a criminal? Nixon covered up Watergate because he actually committed a fucking crime. Trump was convicted of 34 fucking crimes. He's a felon. So what are we doing here?
Yo, Ring, not only is he a Trump supporter, I guarantee you he gave him money for that Trump University and probably gave him $500 for that gold-plated fucking cell phone that he's not gonna get. Oh wait, Trump College is also a scam, so you have no degree from that either.
No, but hold up. Here's my thing though, right? We could do all the name calling we want, but the question has always been, and the discussion is this: you're giving us something, like you're saying something, and you're shouting accusations, and I'm doing a simple Google search, and I'm proving you wrong, and then you're trying to go up against what I said, and I'm telling you exactly how the process works, and then you say that I'm not comprehending what you're saying. But what you're saying is Obama's freeing cartel Mexicans, and he's holding babies in cages, where literally under the Trump administration, ICE sent an 8-year-old to another fucking state and separated him from his fucking mother and put him in a fucking ICE camp. That happened under Trump. Under Trump, ICE are illegally entering people's homes, the wrong homes, and killing people. This is under Trump. You want to talk about Obama? Let's talk about what happened under Trump. What's happening now? Not what happened 8 years ago, what happens now. You can read all this bullshit that you want, but what happens now? Because half of the shit that people would give credit to Trump for was under the Biden administration. Because remember, when they set laws, it happens over multiple years, not over his presidency. So when it rolls over into Trump's presidency, it's still a Biden administration that they made. Talk about January 4th, 2021. You're talking about 5 years ago. We're talking about 5 months ago. We're talking about the TSA went on strike because no one's paying them.
Hold on. Wait. I love this one. If there are Americans getting killed by police officers, they're not police officers. ICE are not real police officers. That's one. Two, Daniel Preddy, the ER nurse who was there, literally his family came on the air and even told Trump to keep his family's name out his fucking mouth. But yeah, that's not on the news.
Yo, did you not see the fucking riots and the police, the actual police department on the news telling ICE to get the fuck out of our city, to get the fuck out of our state? Did you not see the mayor of what city was that? Tennessee or some shit? The mayor went out and said, ICE, get the fuck out of my city. You know, for someone who quotes the news a lot, you don't know what happened on the news?
Here's another one where he's taking the L. He's saying that January 6th was caused by politicians that were trying to stain Trump's name. One, Trump doesn't need anybody to stain his name. His shitty ass does that all himself. That's one. Two, there's a report by I forget it. I know his name. First name is Joe, but I forgot his last name. That literally states and has official backing that Trump paid for a lot of the January 6th rioters to come to the Capitol. So again, you are proven wrong. Yo, dude, I don't know about you, but right now, I don't know. I hope in life you are something, because right now, tonight, you're just taking L's after L's after L's after L's after L's after L's after L's.
But the thing is, ICE may be federal agents, but they still have to abide by some laws. They still need a warrant. They still need probable cause. They can't just go and do shit that they want.
King, here's another thing. No warrant.
No access.
They have nothing. So if I'm in my house and they try to come into my house, every right by the Constitution, the United States Constitution, and the Second Amendment.
Oh, hold on.
I can murk every single one of them.
So hold on. You talking about sanctuary cities, dummy? Okay, so in these sanctuary cities, ICE agents are coming and pulling people out of their homes. They're coming and pulling kids out of school. They're pulling people out of hospitals, which it is illegal. It is illegal to prevent. Yo, it is illegal to prevent someone health care, whether they're a citizen or not. And in these sanctuary cities, it's called sanctuaries. They're getting pulled out of fucking churches, which churches are also sanctuaries where you can't go in there and fucking take somebody out because they're illegal. And to top it all off, all these places that they're just going in and taking people out, they do not have warrants. Warrants are a federal fucking document signed by a judge that gives them the right to go and arrest someone. Also, the people that they're fucking
not
shooting.
Doing this in any red states, they're just doing them in blue states.
So let's talk about the woman that was in the car that was a citizen that just moved up to get out of the fucking spot and they shot her.
And no, the cop was nowhere near getting hit. Stop it.
So let's just say this. Wow. Well, okay, that's why I'm a successful businessman, just killing time here and having a good laugh while you are struggling to get a bank loan and your friend can't. So, all right, now I understand why you don't listen, because you're delusional. Good for you. You're a successful businessman. Good for you. But facts, they don't work for you. Listening doesn't work for you. I don't know what business you have, but whatever concerns a conversation,
it's the business.
It doesn't work for you.
It's the business of taking L's to the face.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, you're over here saying I'm a successful businessman and all that. That's fine. This podcast does not see your money. We don't see your face. We see what you write. So you can be whoever you want, but the way you're presenting yourself is not good, brother. And you keep talking about I'm struggling to get a bank loan. I'm not struggling to get a bank loan. I can get a bank loan wherever the fuck I want. I'm a part of a credit union where they actually give you bank loans for shit like that. And I get fucking letters every day to get loans, dude, to get credit cards, to do it. I'm fine financially by myself. I'm telling you a story. And if you're a businessman, you should know how to buy things and how to get loans. I'm telling you the process of getting a house. Go ahead, show. Say something.
This man credit is twice as good as mine, and I have a house. He could get a house. What he's trying to tell you is it's stupid to take a $5 million loan, knowing you're not going to be able to pay that because you're paying $5 million in gas, $5 million in your car, $5 million to get to work, 5 million. That's what he's saying. You could get the fucking loan. You just got to be able to pay it for 30 years, fool.
Word. And and also you keep talking about illegals. Let's go back in time when you thought America was great. You do know that the slaves were here illegally because you just fucking brought them over a boat. You didn't give them any, social security number. You brought them from Africa for free labor. So now when they're doing it again, there's a problem. It wasn't a problem when your country was great at the time you wanted it. Or does that not count? Because you're a successful businessman. Am I bugging?
Yeah, it's a successful businessman. My left nut.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you could be whatever you want to be. It don't make no sweat off my back. But really,
I believe Jim Carrey said it best. Le who, the her.
my bad. I'm actually talking to somebody that's important.
He's talking to me.
Well, sure, I actually did want to talk to you about something. But all right, then Hutch, you can help us out too. So, show you home? You got to be home. You probably in your garage or something, right?
I'm home.
All right. So we'll end the show like this, because we could talk to this brick wall all we want, and it's not gonna give us anything back. So, show. Grab your phone because you ain't got the camera on. Grab your phone, right? And Hutch, you fill us in too.
All right.
Open up the text message with your wife, show. And I want you to write this. No, this serious shit. Because I want to see where show's head's at.
Okay.
So I know I'm doing the podcast right now.
Uh-huh.
But I just wanted to let you know that I was thinking about your blank and fill in the blank. You're bugging because I said the truth and it tugged on your heartstrings.
That's insane.
I don't know whose heartstrings you talking about, and what truth are you talking about?
Bro,
Word. He
nothing you
just
said is
fact checked
true.
everything. What are you talking about?
That's what happens with these magnates. They don't understand anything because they're in a fucking cult with their head up their ass.
maybe someone's keyboards. I don't know if he's talking to himself or not.
Yes. I think his keys are stuck.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
I
man.
think his
people-
head is stuck up his ass.
yeah, that one thing I've learned is that when somebody tells you multiple times they're not listening, there's no need to talk to them. But you still had one hell of a show, though, show. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we call it a night, or y'all good?
Man, y'all fucking killed me. Y'all went political. Ain't nothing else to say.
I mean, you can say what you want, show. What'd you write as the rest of that letter, or was it personal? 'Cause the rest of my text was hold on, let me see. And this wasn't to his wife, just in case if people are getting this shit the wrong impression. And it goes, let you know that I was thinking about your beautiful smile and I love you.
I wrote beautiful eyes.
Beautiful
love
ass?
Eyes.
Oh, I mean, because listen,
I
hey,
am married.
yeah, I'm saying you say what the fuck you want to your to your wife.
It's mine. Yeah, I kept it simple. Usually I'm not a man of many words, so to even say anything is big. It don't gotta be nothing fancy. Oh shit, she responded. Look, Hope, you look so interested.
What you got?
Shut up.
I love you too.
Shut
Oh,
up.
oh.
No, I didn't get that.
I love you more, Smokey, but
No, that's not what happened.
Yo, so before we leave, who's ring again?
Ring is Leon.
That's what I thought. Leon, listen, bro. I speak the truth. Nothing but the truth. So, I mean, if it's funny, it's funny. But the fact of the matter is, I don't hold back. Tom knows that. I mean, and I go way back with Led. They got something to say, I'm going to say it. If I say it the way I say it and it offends you, that's your problem, not for mine. If I say it and it's funny, it is what it is, bro.
Word.
As my man once said, I spit hot fire. Dylon, and Dylon.
That's right. These are facts. Word. Yo, listen, man. This is supposed to be open decorum anyway, but that, like I said, sometimes you gotta go for the jugular.
Well, here's the thing. My nephew says, right? Well, like when we started dissing each other, and I go straight for the jugular. I'm like, yo, baby, I grew up in the '90s. We wasn't trying to fight it for fucking 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
One hit to quit us.
Word.
We were trying to knock people the fuck out and go on a business.
Word. I got shit to do.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I go straight for the jugular. I go for the knockout blows. Now this movie came out in the late 70s, maybe early 90s. I am like Clubber Lang. I am shooting nothing. I am swinging nothing but haymakers. Ain't no jabs, none. Straight haymakers.
Word.
do you make the same sound?
Yo, just remember, the most disrespectful thing happened in Rocky 3. You up there with your wife, and some dude that you're avoiding fighting comes up and said, Hey, woman, you want to come back? You want me to take you back to my apartment, show what a real man is about? That was, yeah, you can't forget the
Yeah, that is the real disrespect. Shit.
And then you saw him in the fights, right? There's no jabs.
Nope.
No jabs. Haymakers.
Nope. My man said, you gotta relax. You can't lie. This is like, fuck that. Get out my face. My man's pushing his own train out the way. Come here. You want to talk about the first motherfucker that was on TRT?
Look, Leon, at the end of the day, bro, this is an open forum, and this was to speak. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, one, if you're not passionate about what you're talking about, then you're not really talking. And two, I know I read a lot. Like not for nothing. The time I read the most on my phone is when I'm in the morning when I'm taking my morning shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when I catch up with world news. But you can't just take all your information from one site. You know what I'm saying? Because one site is going to lie to you. You know what I mean? I grew up where if you wanted information, you had to go to the library. We literally have all the information that we want in the palm of our hands. And unfortunately, some people don't use it. But they think they know everything. But when you bring the facts, all they want to do is bring out hatred or more lies. If you can't handle the truth and you can't handle facts, then you're going to go in through life a very stupid and naive person.
Yeah. And also,
the way I express it, if it makes some of us people here laugh, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we're supposed to put on a show anyway. But
that's right.
And also a discussion, because that's what we're having, a discussion or a debate. It's supposed to stay on topic. You can't just keep throwing out fucking points that are mute here and there just to prove something that you haven't even stated what your opinion is.
And especially when those easy Google search are dispelled. Toad did them live on the air. He didn't go to was it liberals or democrats.com. He went to Google and wrote it in Google. It's a search bar. I mean, it is what it is. And that's all it is. And Leon, if I made you laugh and I brought some kind of entertainment and laughter into your life on a Friday night, you're welcome. As my man once said, are you not entertained?
Word. And yeah, and the funny thing is, like, the little Google facts that we got shut them down, but like, politics and shit like what's happening. I don't watch the news, but I can still debate this guy because he's regurgitating what people are saying, and I'm telling you what happened.
He's regurgitating Fox News, and again, and I told
because
you can go on foxnews.com right now and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and they'll literally, because they lost that lawsuit after COVID, they literally have to put this is for entertainment purposes.
And also, like, living in the areas that we have. I remember when Obama changed the law. Remember when they had the minimum sentences for even if you had an ounce of weed was 10 years? And Obama changed that. Right. He set free people. He set free people that had fucking like ounces of weed doing their time in jail. He set them free. He gave them fucking pardons because of the unjust fucking rulings because of the law. Correct. Like, Obamacare, whatever anybody wants to say about it, Obamacare was what Mitt Romney was using. It was called Romney Care. They just adjusted it for the way that we could use it for the whole country instead of for whatever state Mitt Romney was about. I don't know if you remember that shit, but that helped a lot of people get health care. My brother couldn't get health care because he made too much money to get the health care. But when Obamacare came out, then he was able to get health care and he was able to get, checkups and all that. But then under the Obama administration, remember they made your yearly checkup was free whether you had health care or not.
Right. That's only
so like these are these are facts that we have experienced in life. This isn't something someone told me. This is what happened throughout our lives as we lived under the Obama administration. So, yeah, maybe I might not be able to get a loan, but I can get a clue.
bro.
I may
Again,
not be a successful businessman, but I got some common sense.
yeah. I doubt him. Yeah, him being a successful businessman. Yeah, whatever.
Hey man, hey, if he wants to believe it, you gotta believe it. You know what I'm saying? But like these are the facts of the fucking case. And you can't argue.
He can believe all he wants.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
you can't argue fucking examples when every example that you throw gets squashed. But then again, like I said, we can't have an argument if you don't have a side. I asked, when was America great? Hutch said it was never. And I was saying that there were moments where certain parts of it were great. But then again, it was only great for certain people. Because there's always been that divide, whether it was segregation or it was class or it was economically. We've always been separated that way. And now they have to set these false truths, these lies, to make things look different. You ever notice how the biggest stories always come out right when something catastrophic is about to come out? Remember when they were gonna they were gonna leak Trump's fucking taxes, and then all of a sudden, oh, there's aliens everywhere, or I challenge Biden to give back another fucking check. You know, when they were gonna leak the Epstein fucking files, now all of a sudden they do.
Meanwhile, all presidents have always willingly given up their tax information.
Yeah, but remember when they were gonna do the Epstein list, and then all of a sudden that's when they were talking about JFK's murderer.
Right.
Like, oh, they're about to lose the information. We still don't know who the fuck did it. That's under the Free Fucking Information Act now because of how long that shit was locked away.
All I know is I've been on this earth almost 50 years, and I've never seen an ear grow back.
Word. But I mean, like this is the thing. We lived it. We seen it. We experienced life this way. We're not sitting here regurgitating what people have said. We're telling you our experience of shit. Now, there is a thing like you know Andrew Tate, right, Coach?
Yeah.
Now, he would say that women are bad drivers. And people like, oh, statistically women are safer drivers. And then he was like, yeah, but through my experience, women are bad drivers. So technically, yes, the statistics say this. But if I'm driving the street of New York and I see nothing but Connecticut license plates and they're doing stupid shit, I could say, to me,
and that is a truth to you.
Connecticut drivers suck. Where you could be like, statistically, they're one of the safest drivers.
That is your truth.
Yeah, but statistically, every time I see one of the motherfuckers, they doing something stupid. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever drive in Connecticut, you know.
Or anybody with a Florida license plate.
Oh, yeah. Dude. This one woman, I was driving to Florida. This one woman was literally, she was looking in her rearview mirror, getting into my lane, and did not see me while I was on the horn. Yo, dude, I had to swerve away from her and scream at her while, and she's like, oh my God, I didn't see you. I'm like, what were you looking at? Like, you were literally looking in your rearview mirror at me, and you kept getting in the lane. Without no turn signal or nothing. I'm like, what the fuck were you doing? People are just like, la-di-da, I'm gonna just switch lanes and boof. Oh, what happened? I didn't see you there.
Like my man Dave Chappelle. So, oh, sorry, officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I still have not gotten the answer to my question, Show.
Yeah. Yeah, I said in the beginning of the show.
Show, you still here?
I'm currently on the grill making a burger.
For yourself?
You're burning Ray's cheeseburger again. Damn.
For Ray.
So you're burning it. Because you just said I'm on the grill burning a burger.
Well, that's how he likes it. Listen, I'm going to have the burger for him come SummerSlam. Next SummerSlam, I got him.
That's We're gonna let him know that.
3 years later.
Shit, now it's more like 4 years. But I guess that's it. Guess we'll end the show.
Word.
So, all the people out in TV land, thank you for coming by. Hasta la pasta. We'll see you next time.
That's right. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.
Now get the fuck out of here.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck
Fuck
out of
of here. Get to stepping. Get to stepping.
Don't forget about your tariffs.
And I want my money on Friday.
That's right.